Welcome to Network Marketing Pro. My name is Eric Worre, and today I want to teach you how to turn your worst day into your best day. And that sounds strange, right? You have these bad days. How can a bad day become a good day? I first heard this concept of turning your worst day into your best day from Tony Robbins, and then I was reminded of it by my good friend Jeff Roberti. And I've realized it's happened so many times over the course of my career, especially in the network marketing business. We can have some bad days, right? We can deal with some rejection, we deal with some heartache, we deal with some disappointment. How do you take that and what do you do with it? To try and illustrate this lesson to you, this concept to you, was I was early on in my profession. I'd been involved for just a few months, and I finally got up the courage to call somebody on my chicken list. This person was somebody that I really respected. He played professional football for the Minnesota Vikings. He actually gave me some pointers and tips on how to play football when I played in high school, and went to our church, and I just idolized this guy. He was bigger than life. And I was scared to death to call him because I knew he was entrepreneurial in addition to his professional football career. But I was, who was I? I was 22 years old, 23 years old at the time, to call him and try and see what I could do. So I mapped it out in my head. I'm sure you've had this experience. I mapped that out in my head and I thought about it. And at the time I was working in a little real estate office. I waited till everybody was gone from the office. And I dialed 6 numbers and hung up, and dialed 6 numbers and hung up, like over and over. Finally just said, hey, let's just do it. And in my mind, here was what was going to happen. Someone else was going to answer, hello, and I was going to say, is the person I'm calling, are they available? Yes, they are. Hold on one second. Clap, 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 clap. They'd walk away. The person would come and he'd say, hello, this is so-and-so. Can I help you? Right? So that was what was going to happen in my mind. And then I had my little script in front of me of what I was going to say. Well, here's what happened. This person, his name was Wally, this person answered on the first ring. Ring, boom, hello. And I was like, just totally panicked. My mind left my body, okay? I couldn't put good, coherent sentences together. I was like stumbling, I'm involved in this thing, my dad and his partner are involved and they're successful, maybe you could look at this, you're so powerful, you're so amazing, and he just said, Eric, stop. I'm not interested. No one in my family will ever be interested. 90 days from today, you'll no longer be doing this little project of yours. You'll have moved on to other things. Don't call me at home about business. And hung up. Boom. I don't know if you've ever had this kind of experience. That person that you idolized just absolutely crushed you. Well, that's what, he crushed me that day. You ever felt like a day when gravity is like multiplied? At first I was mushed down, face down onto the desk. And then eventually I slumped down onto the ground. And I remember my face in the carpet thinking, who am I trying to kid anyway? Who am I? What is this? Yes, it's probably silly. And all these thoughts are going through my mind, and I laid there for maybe 10 minutes. And here's when that worst day, at that moment it was my worst day. Here's when that worst day became my best day. I got mad. I laid there thinking, you know what? Who is he to take... It took guts for me to make this call. It took guts for me to pick up the phone. And he should know that took courage for me to do. At the least, he should have had compassion on me and should have been kind in the process because somebody believed in him when he didn't believe in himself. And I got mad. And that moment, I wrote his name on the top of my legal pad. I was a big legal pad guy for many, many years. And I underlined it a couple times, and I said, I will not allow him, his opinion of me, his opinion of my decision to be reality. I will not allow it. So that day became my best day because guess what? 90 days later, I wanted to quit. But I couldn't because I couldn't let him be right. I got mad and I went to work, okay? So that day kind of was important for me. Probably a better day than if he said yes and joined my business. For sure a better day. Because it caused me to take action that I wouldn't have taken otherwise. It caused me to solidify my decision, right? So that day, that worst day, became one of the best days of my life.